Let's experiment. Have you ever wondered what keeps all our amazing technology running every single day? It's not magic. It's something we in the science and tech world call KTLO. That stands for Keep the Lights On. Think about it. Your favorite video game server doesn't just run by itself. The app you use to order pizza needs constant care. KTLO is all the continuous, often invisible work that IT professionals do to make sure our digital world doesn't just flicker and go dark. It's the steady, predictable, and absolutely essential hum in the background of our technological lives. It's the maintenance that prevents things from breaking in the first place. Consider this. Now, let's break it down with a simple experiment. Imagine your computer is a high-performance race car. The exciting project work is building a brand new super-fast engine or designing a sleek aerodynamic body. That's a project. It has a clear start and a definite finish. But what about changing the oil, checking the tire pressure, and refueling the car every day? That, my friends, is KTLO. It's the routine maintenance. It's not as flashy as building a new engine, but without it, that amazing race car wouldn't even make it off the starting line. KTLO work is a cycle, a rhythm of tasks that must be done to maintain the health and performance of the system. So when we talk about KTLO, we're talking about the lifeblood of IT operations. The daily grind, a tale of two tasks. Let's put on our thinking caps and compare these ideas. Project work is like building a whole new volcano for the science fair. It's a temporary endeavor with a very specific goal, to create a unique product, service, or result. You have a plan, a team, a budget, and a deadline. When the volcano is built and erupts with baking soda and vinegar, the project is done. Hooray! You've created something new and spectacular. Project work is all about change and innovation. It's about taking the business from point A to a new, hopefully better point B. It's a journey with a destination. In stark contrast, KTLO work is like making sure the science lab is clean, safe, and ready for experiments every single day. It's ongoing. It's repetitive. It doesn't have a finish line because its goal is to maintain the current state of excellence. Think about it. You don't finish keeping the lab clean. The work is cyclical and continuous. While a project introduces change, KTLO work is designed to manage and resist negative change, like system failures or security breaches. One is about building the future, the other is about protecting the present. Both are incredibly important for any scientific or business enterprise to succeed. The key difference really comes down to purpose and time. A project is defined by its uniqueness and its temporary nature. For example, migrating an entire company's email system from one provider to another is a massive project. It has a start date, a complex plan, and a very clear end date when everyone is successfully moved over. KTLO, on the other hand, would be the daily tasks that follow, like adding new email accounts for new employees or troubleshooting a user's login problem. See the difference? One is a massive one-time effort. The other is a perpetual series of smaller, repeatable tasks. This distinction matters immensely for planning and resource allocation. You can't manage ongoing KTLO work with the same mindset you use for a one-off project. Projects often get the big budgets and the celebratory launch parties because they represent visible progress and innovation. But an organization that only focuses on shiny new projects while neglecting its KTLO work is like a rocket scientist who builds a new spaceship but forgets to patch the holes in the old one. Sooner or later, things will start to leak, and the mission will be in jeopardy. A successful team needs to find a balance between the two. Let's look for KTLO in its natural habitat, the IT department. Consider the task of a database upgrade, like moving from one version of SQL Server to a newer one. The massive effort to plan, test, and execute that migration across all company applications, that is 100% a project. It's a huge, temporary, and risky undertaking. But once the new SQL Server is live, the work isn't over. The daily tasks of monitoring its performance, applying minor security patches, backing up the data every night, and optimizing slow queries reported by users, that's all pure KTLO. It's the care and feeding of the new system. Here's another great example. Disaster recovery, or Doctor. This is science in action. The initial project might be to build a complete backup data center in a different city. This involves setting up servers, networks, and data replication. It's a massive, complex project. But then comes the KTLO. A crucial KTLO task is running regular DR tests. This means periodically failing over to the backup site to ensure everything works as expected. It's like a fire drill for your data. This testing isn't a project. It's a routine, scheduled activity designed to maintain the readiness of the DR system. It ensures that when a real disaster strikes, the system you built actually works. Now let's talk about something every IT operations person knows well: alerts. Modern systems generate thousands of alerts. A project might be to implement a brand new sophisticated monitoring tool. But what happens after? The KTLO work is managing the alert noise. This involves constantly reviewing alerts, tuning the thresholds to make them smarter, and weeding out the false positives. For example, a server might send an alert every time its CPU usage hits 80%. An IT professional might analyze this and decide that 80% is normal for that server during certain hours, so they adjust the alert threshold to 95%. This optimization is a small, continuous KTLO task that makes the whole system more efficient. These examples show us that KTLO isn't just boring, mindless work. It requires skill, analysis, and a deep understanding of the systems. Optimizing alerts requires critical thinking. Performing a DR test requires careful execution. Managing database backups is a huge responsibility. Neglecting this work has serious consequences. If backups fail, you could lose critical data. If DR isn't tested, your business could be wiped out by a power outage. If alerts are too noisy, your team might miss the one critical alert that signals a major system failure. KTLO is the scientific discipline that keeps our digital world stable and secure. So, how do modern IT teams manage this constant stream of KTLO work alongside their exciting projects? Many use Agile methodologies, and one of the most effective tools for this is the Kanban board. Consider this. A Kanban board is like a visual workflow, a place to see all your tasks. You can create a dedicated swim lane or a specific column on your board just for KTLO tasks. This makes the work visible. When a new KTLO task comes in, like a user reporting a bug, it gets added to the KTLO lane. The team can then pull these tasks in whenever they have the capacity, ensuring they don't get forgotten. Using a Kanban system for KTLO is brilliant, because KTLO work often arrives unpredictably. A server might go down at any moment. A Kanban board provides the flexibility to handle these interruptions without derailing the planned project work completely. The team can set rules like, we will dedicate 20% of our time each week to KTLO tickets, or one developer is always on KTLO duty. This prevents the entire team from being pulled into reactive firefighting mode and allows project work to continue moving forward, even if it's at a slightly slower pace. It's all about creating a balanced system. Effective management is also key. One of the best practices is to budget for KTLO work explicitly. Don't just assume it will get done in the gaps between projects. Allocate a certain percentage of your team's time and budget directly to maintenance. This acknowledges its importance and ensures it gets the resources it needs. Another great tip is to rotate KTLO responsibilities among team members. This prevents burnout for any single person and helps spread knowledge throughout the team. When everyone has a turn managing the daily alerts and fixes, the whole team gets a better understanding of how the systems truly work. Ultimately, understanding the difference between KTLO and project work is fundamental for a healthy, innovative, and resilient IT organization. By giving KTLO the visibility, respect, and process it deserves, whether through Kanban boards, dedicated budgets, or smart scheduling teams, can strike a crucial balance. They can keep the current systems running smoothly and securely, which builds a stable foundation. And upon that stable foundation, they can confidently build the next amazing project, the next scientific breakthrough, the next big thing that will change our world. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about making sure the stage is always set for the next great performance. If you enjoyed this content, please like and comment below and subscribe to the channel for regular updates.